Welcome to The Late Show. I'm Stephen Colbert. I'm so glad to see all of y'all being here tonight. How's everybody doing tonight? Are you sure? Have you been tested? Because yesterday, the United States reported over 1 million COVID cases. That's right, America hit a new record. Tell them what they've won, Johnny.
A week in your house, eating Pop-Tarts for dinner on your Broyhill dinette set, and a gorgeous set of Lee press-on nails. You're going crazy at home. Put them on the cat. Back to you, Steve.
Before you all freak out, the number is that large because of delayed reporting from over the holiday weekend. See, it's not really that bad. It's like when an exterminator says, don't worry, 1,000 rats didn't move into your breakfast nook. It was just one rat who gave birth over the weekend to 1,000 rats. This afternoon, President Biden addressed the Omicron crisis and earnestly pleaded with people to get vaccinated. And while the president was optimistic, he did seem hazy on some of the details.
We have the medicines coming along that can save so many lives and dramatically reduce the impact that COVID has had on our country. There's a lot of reason to be hopeful in 2020.
Bit of a glitch there. Nothing to worry about. Happens with my iPhone all the time. Did someone get Joe wet? Just slip him into a bag of rice till he dries out. It's gonna be fine. Certainly hope that gaffe doesn't come back to haunt him when he runs for re-election in 1996. Oh boy. The recent surge has made a huge impact on schools. This week, districts in Newark, Atlanta, Milwaukee, and Cleveland announced they are moving back to remote learning. No, oh God. You were a little late with that. I long for the good old days when our kids could safely go to school to butt-chug Tide Pods. Now, obviously, this is a big strain on parents, who in some cases are being given just hours of notice before school closures, leaving parents scrambling to adjust childcare arrangements and work schedules. As one parenting expert said, it's chaos. Parents need emergency childcare help now. I am calling on the federal government to release our strategic reserve of mothers-in-law. You know their motto. I see you're too busy to empty the bathroom trash can. We've got an update from the opposite of schools, Florida. What? Knowledge? You cross the border, knowledge leaves. Omicron is hitting Florida hard. In fact, in 2 weeks, COVID cases there rose by 948%. At this point, they should start counting everyone in Florida who doesn't have COVID. So congratulations, Carl. Carl's an alligator. He's the only one who will wear a mask. But he's an alligator with a Gators hat on, just to let you know. But Florida has a surefire way to bring their number of cases down, thanks to Florida Surgeon General Dr. Joseph Ladapo, seen here telling a family, don't worry, I'm sure the hospital's around here somewhere. Yesterday, faced with these mounting case numbers, Dr. Ladapo announced a change in Florida's attitude toward testing.
We're going to be working to unwind the sort of testing psychology that our federal leadership has managed to, unfortunately, get most of the country in over the last 2 years. We need to unwind this testing sort of planning and living one's life around testing.
Apparently, unwinding the testing means unknowing the knowledge. So, we gotta unwind it, we gotta do this, we gotta fly that. So Florida's new PCR test is a 2x4 to the noggin. Tink! Negative! This, no testing approach isn't surprising. Ladapo has a long history of being what the Orlando Sentinel called a COVID crank. COVID crank, also the most popular drug in Florida. Because...
Hold the Lord.
Because in Florida, even the meth has COVID. This isn't Latipo's first time going against the science. He's known for questioning vaccines and masks and has been associated with a right-wing group of physicians who believe infertility and miscarriages are the result of having sex with demons and witches during dreams. Man, I gotta get better dreams. Doctor, woo, never done that, never had that.
I never had that one.
Dr. Latipo isn't the only person out there saying dumb stuff about COVID. We also heard from Republican Senator and worst Dr. Seuss book ever, the Ron Johnson from Wisconsin. Johnson was on a right-wing radio show where he told folks interested in the vaccine to get a second opinion from God.
Why have we assumed the worst? Why have we assumed that the body's natural immune system isn't the marvel that it really is? Why do we think that we can create something better than God in terms of combating disease?
Okay, yes, I get it. God created our immune systems, but he also created Ron Johnson, so he has been known to shank it. So, the question, he raises the question, does the Lord want you to have the vaccine? I don't know. But take Ron Johnson's advice, and you might have a chance to ask God face to face. Omicron is dominating the news right now, but trend spotters are already following a new thing to watch out for because 2022's hottest new illness is the combo of the flu and COVID called Flurona. That's where we at, people. We're describing our diseases like hot fashion trends. I was into Omicron in the early days, but now it's like everywhere. I'm trying this hot new thing where I layer a traditional flu with just a hint of herpes. It's called Flurpies. Okay? Everyone, this time next year, everyone has Flurpies. I already done it. I already have it. All right. If you get Flurona, you're gonna have to quarantine. And right now, there's probably no better place on the planet to quarantine than I-95 in Virginia, where cars have been trapped in a traffic jam for nearly 27 hours. Holy, never getting to Toledo. And I'm being told we have footage from a Virginia GPS.
Turn right in 2 days. You are on the fastest route to your destination. Hell.
Virginia rescue crews have brought food and water to stranded motorists, but one driver called CNN and said there were certain logistical issues that the crews could not help you with.
We're hitting the point of no return. People are getting out of their cars, not in mass quantities, but hiding behind their car doors and doing their business on the streets here because there's no place to go.
Well, that's her own fault. She should have bought the new Ford Super Duty. But do you notice how the CNN camera person was zooming in on the cars as she talks about? I'm gonna catch somebody pooping behind their car. That'll show them. Zoom in. But don't worry, because she called CNN, they're sending Andy Cohen out with a barrel of tequila around his neck. And the barrel's empty. From the world of money. Yesterday, Apple became the first company to hit a $3 trillion market value. How did they do it? Dongles. They charge you for dongles. Is it too much to ask to be able to charge my $900 phone while I listen to music? Drill another hole, Tim. I'll pay you. How much will it cost me to get the iPhone Pro Max double holer? I'm angry.
Come on now. drums.
Apple's market value is now roughly equal to the gross domestic product of Britain or India, and is worth more than the value of all the world's cryptocurrencies, but not even half as annoying. The growth has been fast. In 2018, Apple was worth $1 trillion, then $2 trillion in 2020, and that value jumped to $3 trillion just a year and a half later. Hopefully, with that kind of cash, they can finally afford to fix that bite in their logo. We got a great show for you tonight. My guest is the Karate Kid, Mr. Ralph Macchio. Plus, Jennifer Lawrence takes the Colbert questionnaire right over there. But when we return, folks, it's America's Sweethearts. Meanwhile, stick around.